Hello and welcome to the Six Hockey Player Interview Series, where we get the chance to sit down with some recently selected players from the OHL Priority Selection. Rain, this is a very exciting time in the lives of some very special young men.
Oh, 100%. And, we've seen a ton of players get drafted over the past few weeks. And right now on the line, we have someone very special, recent draft pick of the Kitchener Rangers, Aydan Doyle. Aydan, how you doing today, man? And how you feeling?
I'm good. I feel good. Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure, man. This has been a crazy couple of weeks, I'm sure, probably months more than that. Can you take us through what the process has been for you, both, before draft night, on draft night, and then in the couple of weeks since it's passed?
Before draft week, it was like a lot of talk, like seeing people like who they're picking and stuff, and a lot of like you don't really know what's gonna happen. And then draft night came. I knew I wasn't going on the first three rounds. I knew that wasn't happening. And then sitting there all day on draft day, and then finally hearing your name got called. It was like it was an amazing feeling, especially to Kitchener. Kitchener's a great team, great organization.
Yeah, we know what kind of player you are here, but for the fans out in Kitchener who are gonna probably get the chance to see you in a couple of years, how would you describe yourself as a player?
Definitely a physical player. I love the physical side of my game, and I got good skating, and I got pretty good hands when I want to use them, and I'm smart with the puck.
So, a big thing that Kitchener did this year was their main emphasis of their draft class was to look at the GTHL talent, and they drafted a ton of players that you're familiar with, that you played with. You mentioned Carson, but you also got to play against guys like Jack Pridham, Joseph Miakion, and then also Matthew Endowski as well. So, how was it like to see those guys get drafted as well, people that you're familiar with, but also to start developing these friendships with these new guys as well?
Yeah, it's no, at least like I get to know them, and like hopefully we get to play together and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool to know who's going there with me in the future if we sign or whatnot, which is pretty cool. Especially like Carson, I played with Carson, so that's obviously cool. Like I've known Carson since I was little, so that's yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm happy for them that they got drafted there.
Yeah, this is an awesome experience for a lot of people that you've played with. But there are going to be some guys that you had the chance to play with the junior Canadiens that are now moving on to other teams in the OHL, and maybe in a couple of years you get to play against those guys. You mentioned your physical style. Is there anybody on your old team that you're really looking forward to nailing to the boards?
Uh, Not like I'm not looking to kill anybody. Like I don't know. I know me and Steph go at it. Me and Joni go at it in practices. So it would be good playing against him when he played for Vaughan. We always went at it. So I know that we're gonna go at it when we play in the O against each other.
Yeah, and fortunately, we had the chance to talk to some of your teammates on occasion. I mean, they rave about your presence in the locker room as well as out on the ice. You're a guy that steps up for his teammates. But, behind closed doors, would you say that you're a guy that's trying to rally the boys before a game? Are you on the aux? Are you playing music? Or do you keep to yourself? What's your role in that scenario?
In the room, it's I definitely don't have Vox. I don't got the music like the guys do. But yeah, I get the boys hyped up. We all used to like do our little handshakes and stuff, and a lot of screaming and just getting ready to go. And it was always, yeah, sometimes I'd keep to myself if I just wanted to like really focus, but I get the boys hyped up if they were down.
Yeah, you bond with your teammates off the ice, but you do it on the ice as well. And Aiden, there is something that I think a lot of people might not know is that you're a versatile player. You've spent time playing both defense and forward through your minor hockey career. And I think you were going to go back to defense for the last year of hockey. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see that play out because of COVID. But you were drafted as a forward. How do you think that versatility that you possess makes you an asset for the Kitchener Rangers moving forward?
Uh, I was drafted as a D though. It said on the drafting, it said I was left wing, but I was drafted as a defenseman.
Okay, that
Gotcha,
makes sense. That
gotcha.
was confusing there. So, where do you plan at the junior level, or at the next level? Obviously, you're going to be a versatile guy that will play any position for whoever asks. But if you were to choose, would you rather be a forward or a defenseman?
I like the forward. I like the D. I played D growing up for a long time, and then switched and played forward. But I don't know. That's a tough question because I like both. I like doing everything. I could play both. If the coach wants me to go forward for a game and help out, or it doesn't. I don't know. I can't pick.
That's fair, man. It's a big decision moving forward, and
It's a
I'm
good
sure.
problem to have as
Oh,
well.
exactly. It's plenty of versatility that makes you a weapon. And I mean, what would you say is there one skill in your game that you possess that allows you to be more versatile than some other guys? Is it your playmaking ability, the way that you see the ice? Is it, your decision making?
Yeah, definitely my decision making. I good at passing the puck. I get the puck up ice fast, and I can skate up ice with the play. Definitely my physicality, 100% my physicality. I think a big hit in the game gets the boys going too. So definitely my physicality.
It can't be all work and no play. So, I mean, when you're away from the ice, what kind of hobbies do you have? Do you pick up the sticks and play video games? Do you go out and go for a run? Do you read books? How do you pass your time?
Well, when I'm not in the gym or if I'm like in a little off day, I'm wake up and it's going for a run and or on the rollerblades, and then the rest is with family or friends if it's an off day because obviously you're very busy. So I definitely go to see my mom or stay here with my dad and my brother and play some video games. Like usually just family time.
Are you an Xbox or PlayStation guy, and what games are you playing on your console?
PlayStation 4.
What games are you a Chell guy, or you play Fortnite
Oh,
or
what games?
Warzone?
Yeah, definitely Warzone, some NHL. That's pretty much it.
Who do you team up with? Is it just the family, or do you get some teammates involved when the
Me and
boys
my
are?
brother, me and my brother will play usually, or and then friends from wherever. Like it's like sometimes maybe Carson or some guys from
There
the
you go.
team. Like we will play sometimes.
This is a question that we've been asking all our prospects. When you've been playing World of Chell, do you play threes or fives?
Both.
Both? See, okay,
That's
that's
fair.
a good
That's
answer.
fair.
That's
He's
a good
versatile,
answer.
right? He's
See, there you
versatile.
go. Both
He's
Yeah.
on the ice and
on
on
the
the
ice
sticks.
and
He's
on the
versatile.
sticks. Yeah,
Yeah,
That's
yeah. We
awesome,
got to
man.
switch it up.
always.
Exactly. Got to keep them guessing. Got to stay
Yeah.
sharp on all your skill sets. I mean, yeah, and you mentioned that role that family plays in you. You spend a lot of time with your family. How important is it to have a good support system like that as you've moved not only through minor hockey, but you take this next step. There's the possibility of moving away from home. I mean, what kind of role do they play in your hockey life?
A huge role. And my family's everything. They've helped me with everything. Obviously, bringing me up to this point and getting me here, and like can't thank them enough. Like they've done everything they can for me, and now it's my turn to do it for them, I guess, and get the make them happy, make them more happy, and yeah.
100%. I do agree. Family over everything. A big thing I wanted to ask you about was, also your plans for next season. Obviously, there's so much up in the air right now, and there's so much going on. But heading into camp, and say you don't make the Kitchener Rangers, are your plans to play midget again, or to play Tier Two Junior A or Junior B? What are you thinking about next season as well?
Right now, it's if I don't go to Kitchener, it's probably midget, but who knows if there's a junior team that comes knocking or whatever, I definitely would take junior, but midget right now.
Yeah, and it's a big step, and I'm sure your versatility will make you an asset regardless of where you decide to take that next step. But I mean, just it's been a crazy experience for you. I mean, how have the people of Kitchener been? Like, have you talked to anybody in the coaching staff? When they welcomed you, was it a scout that gave you the call? How did that go?
I got a couple calls. I think I missed one from somebody. I forget who, but there's one coach I missed the call. I know I got one from our head coach. He called me, and Joe Bridge called me and congratulated me and told me like they just welcomed me really good. Um, I can't remember if anyone else called. I know a lot of people called me, and obviously I know a lot of the guys like Cam Mercer. He was drafted, I think second. He like all the guys reached out and coaching staff. Yeah.
So, Aiden, I appreciate you taking the time to speak with us today. So, I got one more question for you, if you don't mind. You talk about your versatility and you talk about your physicality as a player, but I wanted to ask you, who do you model your game after, and also who was your favorite team growing up?
Favorite team growing up, probably the Leafs. Well, That's switching
Oh.
now. I'm going to the new team because the Leafs are trash.
You got to
That's
go to
for sure,
Seattle,
but-
man. You got to go to Seattle. You
Yeah,
got to go to Seattle.
all the way.
I just felt so many emotions there in the span of 3 seconds. I was like, yes, finally a Leafs fan, and then you broke my heart, Aiden.
That's the best answer ever, man. That's awesome.
I've been with them for a couple of years, and they keep losing.
I don't want to hear about no. I don't want to hear about you coming with Guppy. What do you mean you got to move on?
It's like a breakup. It's
you
like
got plenty of years left of this. Look at me. I don't have any gray hair yet.
It's like a bad breakup. You know, you got to get with it and move on and move to the next team.
My gray hair's starting to come in now. I'm only 16.
It's brutal,
it's not supposed to be coming in yet.
It's brutal, man. Trust me. Who do you model your game after, Aiden?
Model my game after.
Yeah.
My forward side, I always try to model after Connor McDavid. Obviously, he's a really skilled player and really high player and really good. So my forward, I always try to model my game after him. My defensive side, I model it off Aaron Ekblad. I watched him in Barrie when growing up. I've always watched him and always liked his defensive play. So definitely him.
That's awesome. I mean, Aiden, we really appreciate you taking some time out to talk with us today. It was awesome to hear what you had to say, your thoughts on this next step in your hockey journey. We really appreciate it, man.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for having me.
It was a pleasure. From Liam Crothers, from Rain Hernandez, and from the Six Hockey, this has been an interview with recent Kitchener Rangers draftee Aydan Doyle. And until next time, we'll see you then.